Hey guys, it's me, Casey Dragmeyer. I have a different kind of video that I'm going to be doing. It's more of a theory, a personal theory that I have. What was Cole's job as Chancellor of New Hyrule? Hey Devin, that's my sister walking in. So what was really Cole's job as the Chancellor of New Hyrule? And that's a really actually interesting question. What was his job really? And there's a lot of things in the game that say that he had certain amounts of power and things that he could and could not do. And from that we can probably take what his job might have been. So for those of you that do not know, this is Cole. Chancellor Cole of New Hyrule, and he is the Chancellor of New Hyrule. He's a really short guy. He is around, he's not a leprechaun. He's, sort of around the height of Link. He's shorter than Link, and this is Toon Link, not regular Link. So, just picture that. He's really short. He's a little shorty. And he wears two hats and a lot of green, and people often compare him to a leprechaun, yeah. And he's got a red mustache and red hair. And he dresses like he's very important. No, Devin, not like a leprechaun. Excuse me. And the reason he wears two hats is because he has demon horns, and he has to hide them from people, otherwise something bad will probably happen on his part. Because from what we've learned from the history of Hyrule, such as the war between Hylia and Demise, pre-Skyward Sword time, and a lot of the stuff that happened with, like, other people, Hyrule does not really take kindly to demons. And I'm imagining New Hyrule does not either. So, I have a few quotes from the game and everything about Chancellor Cole that might lead us to some kind of conclusion over his job. The first one is from Zelda. Chancellor Cole forbids me from leaving the castle due to safety concerns. I just did the air quotes. But I think he doesn't want me going to the tower. But why? I left out the word just. But why? So from this we can distinguish that Cole has power over Zelda or over the guards or somebody that is impeding Zelda from leaving. Stopping her from leaving the castle. The second quote is by Cole. We're wasting time here, Your Highness. Please just hurry up and finish this foolish ceremony. So we see Cole bossing Zelda around a bit. So again, we can see that he has some kind of power over the princess of Hyrule. Who else? This one's by Cole. Who else? Who do you think is really in charge? My goodness, pretending to be human is exhausting. Who knew that the Chancellor was just another word for royal babysitter? And that's Cole. So who do you think... So let's look at the first part. Who else? Who do you think is really in charge? This whole bit right here. And we're gonna look at this next. So, who else? Who do you think is really in charge? That's an important bit there because it shows that Cole has a lot of power over the kingdom if he's the one who's really in charge. So that means he's a very important person in New Hyrule, at least, and he's really important, or has a lot of power. Next, who knew that Chancellor was just another word for royal babysitter? That means he's got power over Zelda. Again, so from what we know, he has to take care of Zelda, and another part of his job would be to be really in charge. And the next one is strutting about as if he were king. So there's a lot of before that I didn't want to put. So strutting about as if he were king, and that's by a guard. So from this we can tell that Cole is not king. He is not the king of Hyrule or New Hyrule or anything. He's not king. So we know that he doesn't have as much power as a king would have. But we do know that he has a lot of power. So for the power thing, I think it would go something like this. The king would be first, Cole would be second, the guards would be third, and Zelda would be fourth. Now, the reason I put the guards and Zelda in that way is because, when you're leaving the castle in the first bit and trying to break Zelda out, the guards, if you, I got caught a bunch because, I'm bad at things, but if the guards catch you, they will stop you and tell Zelda, no, you can't be out here, I'm sorry, go back inside. Which means they're either under direct orders or have a lot of power over Zelda. Which could be a very important thing to Chancellor Cole's job, because Chancellor Cole might have been the one that gave them those direct orders. In fact, I think he was, because he's the one stopping Zelda, and the guards are the ones stopping Zelda. So we can take pretty much from this that Chancellor Cole gave the guards those orders. But the guards are also demonstrating that they have power over Zelda by telling her, nope, go inside. So Zelda would probably be fourth. Poor Zelda. So Cole's job from this, we can basically take that it would be take care of Zelda, so make sure she doesn't leave, make sure she doesn't get hurt, make sure she doesn't die. And then he'd have like a high amount of power over the kingdom. So he'd have to take care of it, and to take care of it he'd have to like boss a lot of people around, and maybe make some laws and make sure people follow them, though that might be more of the guard's job or the knight's job than Cole's personally. So this concludes this video and this theory. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I hope to see you again sometime.